YouTube. It has been a long time. Listen, I don't have a face cam today, simply because I thought it'd be faster for me to get out more videos without the face cam than with face cam. All I've been doing, I've been in the builder all day. All right, I didn't even play the game yesterday. I literally was just in the builder all day. All right, just making shit. But today we are going to focus on the yearly Paul George build, chat. You already know we gotta get into it. I'll rip. We're gonna make a small fort, 6'8" for the height, 222 for the weight, and 6'10" for the wingspan. 89 driving dunk, that's good to get us the pro contact dunks off 1 and 2, and you get some pretty good dunk animation just in general. 70 layup, if I could have gone higher on that, I would have, but you know, shit don't work out like that. 83 three-pointer, that gets us limitless range on bronze, and if you decide to use your two-tier your badge +2, that'll get you the limitless on gold. The cap breakers in the max badge +2s are like game changers for builds. That's why it took me so long to even make anything, because I'm trying to incorporate literally with the cap breakers, the badge specialization, and the max +1s and 2s. Like, you can just make some of the craziest builds if you really sit there and lock in. I'm probably gonna make this build. If not this one, the next one I'm gonna show you. I'm probably gonna make this build just because it seems like it's something that I can use year round and it wouldn't be a problem. Plus, if we keep getting cap breakers and we keep getting max +1s and everything like that, I think this build has the potential to be really good by the end of the year. 92 for the mid range, that gets us dead eye, set shot specialist, and shifty shooter on gold. So 93 mid range will get you set shot specialist on Hall of Fame. So if you want to do that, you can, or if you want, you can. I think you can get all the way up to an 88 3-pointer. But like I said, what you do with your cap breakers is completely up to you. Pass sack is 68. I wish the pass accuracy could be a little better, but I had a 68 last year with a lot of my builds. It did just fine. You still get bronze dimer, break starter on bronze, but as you can see, we're not gonna be rebounding shit no way. So break starter doesn't really matter to us. But that bronze dimer, I think that should be good enough to at least get the passes there. 76 speed ball, 75 speed ball gives you the silver lightning launch, and it also gives you James Harden's dribble style, and it gives you Zach LaVine's dribble style. If you want a dribble style that lets you to speed boost from both ways, so you can either cross to your off ball hand or you can run with the ball hand, Zach LaVine is probably the best dribble style you want to go for. But if you don't really necessarily care about going both ways, and if you're just looking for a good cross speed boost, then James Harden is one of the best in my opinion. 86 ball handle should get you all the good signature size ups. 85, you still get really good ones. I've been using Tracy McGrady, I've been using Cade Cunningham, Paul George. 85 for perimeter defense, 85 steal, 60 block. I would have went higher on the block if I could, but I would have to probably take away steal. If you don't care about steal that much, you can go, I would say the lowest I would go for steal is probably 73, just so you can at least have the interceptor on silver. But even when you do that, you only get a 76 block. So I mean, at least you get high flying denier. So if you want to do that, you could. But I personally prefer to have the interceptor on gold, so that's what I'm gonna do. But like I said, whatever you want to do is completely up to you. 85 speed, 80 agility. I got the 80 agility so we can get the Kawhi Leonard motion style. Kawhi Leonard motion style is where the position he stands in on defense is one of the best in my opinion. A lot of people last year said Caruso was the best. Personally, I don't agree. I think Kawhi Leonard had one of the best, and that's the one I've been using this year, and I used it last year, and I think I used it the year before that too. So 73 strength, that at least gave us a movable enforcer on bronze, physical finisher on bronze, and we got strong handle on gold, and then 78 vertical so we can get those contact dunks. We can continue here, chat, and guess what? The first name pop up. The first name, and we got Kawhi right there too. But we got a two-way mid-range slasher. We got no feel for rebounding position and limited range on block attempt. So obviously, as we saw, our blocking and our rebounding is pretty shitty. But everything else, a premier perimeter lock, you know, deflections lead to easy steals, elite above the rim finisher, mid-range sniper. This build specifically fits the play style that I like. I like to slash and I like to take a lot of mid-range shots. And I like to play defense. So if this isn't, I feel like that's probably like the closest to Paul George's play style is this here. So if this doesn't fit your play style, don't make it. But or if you just like the build, make it. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but this is what I'm making. Maybe I haven't. That it's not set in stone yet. I might be making this. We don't know 100% yet, chat. Now this one, This is a lot. The only reason I have not made this Paul George build yet is because, this Paul George build is because this build I like so much. This may be the one that I make. I'm trying to decide between these two here. But anyway, we're just gonna get right into it. I ain't gonna waste y'all time, man. We're just gonna get right into it. Okay, so first off, you want to make it a small forward. You can make it a shooting guard if you want to. I made it a small forward. It is really up to you. 6'7" for the height, 220 for the weight, and 6'11" for the wingspan. And I feel like I make this build every year too, but this is. I was trying to go for a Kawhi feel. Okay, so we got a 75 driving dunk and an 80 driving layup. Now the driving dunk isn't something super crazy, but that layup, you actually get some pretty solid layup selections with that. 91 mid range. We get shifty shooter on goal, set shot specialist on goal. No gold Deadeye, unfortunately, but if you want to use your max plus ones to that, you can. I'd probably personally put it on shifty shooter to get that legend shifty shooter. I think that would be OD. But you know, that's later down the line. 83 for the three-pointer to get that limitless range on bronze. 88 free throw, you don't have to go that high. I personally think a good threshold for free throw all the time is a 75. If you can't time a 75 free throw, I don't think you should be shooting free throws anyway. But that's just personally me. 80 ball handle and a 75 speed ball. 62 interior defense, 92 perimeter defense, 85 steal, and a 78 block. So this build obviously has way better defense than the last one. The arms are still pretty short, but the defense makes up for it. 92 perimeter, you're gonna get, you know, your challenger, on ball minutes, pick dodger on gold. Steal, you get that interceptor on gold, and that glove on silver. Blocky, elite. Now you got high flying denier on silver, and paint patroller on bronze. 85 speed, 80 agility, 73 strength, and a 74 vert. And Kawhi Leonard is the very first person that pops up. That's what I was going for. 2-8 mid-range score. And the only weakness is you can't rebound, but you know, you got a center for that. So what you trying to rebound for anyway, you know? Chad, I really like this build. Between this build and the Paul George build, I haven't really decided which one I'm gonna make yet. I may actually tweak this one a little more. There's one more version of that build that I'm gonna show you before this video ends. Now this one has max wingspan and it has really low mid-range, but it still has pretty solid defense. Okay, so this is another version of it, chat. This one is the defense is way better, wingspan is a lot longer. Your mid-range is not as high. If you got that max plus one, you can still get that gold shifty shooter. This is another version of the Kawhi build. I think this one's really solid also if you really want to play like elite perimeter defense, especially with that steal, because you can just use your cap breakers to get use 3 cap breakers, and now you got glove and interceptor on legend, not even Hall of Fame, on legend. So it's really up to you how you want to do it. But those are 2 builds for you there, and we can continue to see what it gets. Zero Wallace, Jalen Williams, Dan Margella, and 2-way mid-range score. So same name, no Kawhi, but so there you go, chat. 2 of the same builds. One just has better offense, the other one has better defense. It really just depends on how you want to play and what you think is the best. Appreciate y'all for watching. I will see you boys in the next video. Peace out.